In this corner, repping avocado toast, TikTok trends, and a whole new take on work-life balance, we have Gen Z. And in the opposite corner, powered by algorithms, fueled by data, and never needing a coffee break, Gemini, the AI that never sleeps. It's the ultimate face-off, hustle versus hardware, vibes versus velocity, humanity versus high-tech. Who wins in the modern workplace? Today, we're talking about two of the most asked questions. Is Gen Z lazy, or are they just redefining what work means? And what happens when your competition isn't a coworker, but a chatbot? So stick around because we're talking through these questions and how to survive and thrive in a world where AI doesn't call in sick. This is Gen Z versus Gemini, and the bell just rang. Let's go. So you've heard the narrative. Gen Z is disengaged, unmotivated, and unwilling to do more than the minimum. We've had a lot of discussion on this channel on this topic specifically. And as of this recording, nearly 400,000 people have watched this video, and there has been quite the debate in the comments. But regardless of how you see this issue, it's certainly impacting the workplace. At the same time, AI is offering to gladly take all of the jobs that everyone's complaining about. We have tools like ChatGPT and Google Gemini that are always on, they're always learning, they never need time off, and they never ask for a raise. There's a lot of energy spent debating if Gen Z is lazy or just leading the change. But the real danger really isn't in either one of these. The danger is that everyone who is treating their job like a checklist is at risk of replacement. This is the hard truth. If the only value you bring to your job is showing up, punching a clock, and completing just routine tasks, AI can and it will replace you. Now, that's not a scare tactic. It's not manipulation to try to take advantage of employees. It's just the hard truth. And it's not a possibility. It is a reality. I personally used to work as a telemarketer years ago. It was my very first job, and I did that for 2 years. The phone would ring on someone's landline, remember those? And I would be on the other side, soliciting donations for the different organizations that we represented. Today, that same job, it's done by computers. Now, in the video I mentioned earlier, there was a ton of debate in regard to the generations and how each one had a different thought and had a different approach to work. I believe that we've surpassed that. I don't think the issue is about generations at all. The issue is not generation, it's automation. Let's be real. We can't be better than AI at speed or memory, but we can be better at AI at being human. See, the key to staying relevant for anyone of any age in the workplace isn't just about working harder, it's working smarter and it's working more human. So let me quickly offer 4 qualities that can't be coded and why they're your secret weapon for you today in the workplace. And the first one is empathy. AI can recognize emotion. It can even mimic a friendly tone when it talks to you, but it can't feel anything. See, people remember how you made them feel. So whether you're working with your clients or customers or coworkers, your emotional intelligence is irreplaceable. You can't automate caring. So remember, not everyone will recall what you did, what they purchased or what was sold, but they will remember how you made them feel. Empathy is your secret weapon. Number 2 is curiosity. AI can give us 1,000 painting styles in a second. If you ask AI about painting styles, it would give you thousands in a second. But it can't wonder why we paint in the first place. That hunger to discover, that comes from us. That's human. Now, you can be curious. You can look at a problem and say, why do we do that? Is there a better path? See, that's innovation. That's leadership. You can be curious. You can ask questions like, why are we doing this? Is there a better way to do this? You have the ability to innovate, and you have the ability to lead, and that is important. The next is creativity. See, I realize that AI can generate art. It can write poems, it can write songs, and really just about anything that you can think of. But it's not creating, it's curating. See, real creativity is connecting dots that no one has ever saw before. It's taking risk. It's being weird. It's just being original. It's being you. And there is only one you. So while AI is searching the web and it's taking all of the creations, all the creativity from other people and curating it, you have the ability to create. So don't lose your creativity. Number 4, I would say, is initiative. AI waits to be told what to do. Think about it. It's on a continual pause without a prompt. But you, as an employee, as a person, you don't have to have a prompt. When you're a person who steps up without being asked and who sees a gap and then fills it, see, that's irreplaceable. Initiative is a power move, and companies remember the people that make things better without needing permission to do it. So when I say in all the videos that we watch, and I get a lot of feedback from a lot of you, a lot of pushback, when I say let's go above and beyond, let's stand out above the rest. Many of you think it's about being taken advantage of or working for nothing. No, I'm telling you that initiative, that's your power move. That's what's going to get you ahead. Don't let someone else limit you because you're in a bad environment. Because let me tell you, AI will gladly do anything that we ask it to do. So let's put this into practice. Let me give you a few practical things. I like practical things that you can do today. You can start doing it this week to beat the bots and keep your seat at the table. And number 1, I would say, is ask yourself, what do I do that AI could do? Go ahead and identify the areas of your job that AI is coming for. And recognize that there are a lot of things that we all do that AI could simply replace us with tomorrow. But then don't get discouraged. Focus on what it cannot do, and then make yourself irreplaceable. What is it in your organization, in your environment, that it cannot replace you because your employers would see it as a loss to replace you with a computer? Another one is ask better questions at work. Don't just follow instructions. Be the person who thinks ahead. Be the person who spots the ripple effects, who's looking at the bigger picture. Be the person who's able to see the vision, ask questions about how we get there, show that initiative. Begin doing that today and make yourself irreplaceable. The next one I would say is invest in people skills. We all know that it's a struggle today for many people in our relationships and our people skills, our communication. You need relationship building, you need communication, and you need leadership. These aren't just soft skills anymore. These are now survival skills. We've got to get off our phones. Come on, put the phones down and let's interact with people every day in real life. So practice your people skills in relationship building. Practice your communication. Take some initiative and lead people, because it's not just a soft skill. This is a survival skill. The last thing I would tell you here is just make yourself memorable. Show up with ideas. Take that initiative that we've talked about. Be the person that people miss when you're not in the room. You can be 1 or 2 people. When you're gone, they can say, oh, I am so glad that they're not here anymore. We can actually get something done, or there's actually peace in the room. No, be the person that people miss when you're not in the room. Stand out, show up, take initiative, rise to the occasion. When everyone else is doing the bare minimum, show up and be memorable. So let's settle this little debate. Gen Z does not have to compete with millennials. There, I said it. Many of you are going to disagree, but Gen Z doesn't have to compete with millennials. Millennials don't have to compete with boomers. But here's what we all have in common. We all have to compete with AI. This isn't something that we're going to win by working harder than AI either, because we can't outwork AI, but we can win by being more human than AI. The bare minimum, it was never enough. Now it's just dangerous. But the good news is that you don't need to be perfect, and you don't need to do perfect work, and you don't need the perfect environment, although that would be great. But you do need to be the best human that you can possibly be. That's your edge. That's your superpower. And that's how you stay employed in a world where the competition never sleeps. Hey, if this brought value, will you do me a favor? Will you like, share, subscribe, comment? Also, I want to hear from you. So what's your thoughts on this topic? The topic of Gen Z versus Gemini. I would love to hear what you think about it. So drop your comment below, and I'll see you on the next one.